If you're on the hunt for that unmistakable, warm, and punchy Oberheim sound without sacrificing half of your studio space, then you're in luck. I'm excited to share my thoughts on the Dave Smith Instruments OB-6 module, a 6-voice polyphonic analog synthesizer that truly embodies the spirit of classic Oberheim synths, but with the added benefits of modern reliability and connectivity. To start, if you want to dive deeper into the specs and details of this incredible module, the link is in the description below, so be sure to check that out. As someone who's been playing synths for years, I can confidently say that the OB-6 module feels like an old friend the moment you patch it in. It's not one of those flashy, modern digital wavetable synths that are all about showing off their capabilities. Instead, it's all about delivering that thick, rich, analog warmth that you'd expect from a classic Oberheim. Whether you're into crafting fat leads, growling basses, or shimmering pads, this module consistently delivers high-quality sound. And the best part? Since it's a module, you've got the flexibility to integrate it into your existing setup, whether that's a Eurorack case or a 500 series rack, making it a compact but powerful addition to your studio. One of the first things that really caught my attention when I started working with the OB-6 module was the punchiness of its oscillators. With 2 oscillators per voice, plus a sub-oscillator, you've got a lot of sonic potential at your fingertips. I was impressed by how clear and defined the sound stayed, even when I was stacking multiple oscillators together. I decided to run a thick sawtooth wave through the state variable filter and dial in some resonance, and the result was nothing short of stunning. It sounded like a vintage OB-XA, but with way more headroom and a more modern, refined tone. I ended up using it to lay down a bass line for a track I was working on, and it cut through the mix like a hot knife through butter. No mud, no fluff, just pure, unadulterated analog growl. That's the kind of tone that's incredibly hard to replicate with plugins, no matter how advanced they are. The 64-step polyphonic sequencer is another area where the OB-6 module truly shines, particularly when it comes to live playing and sketching out ideas. I've spent hours programming complex patterns, and I was pleasantly surprised by how intuitive the process was. You've got a lot of flexibility when it comes to shaping your sound, from tying notes together to adjusting gate times, and the polychain feature is a game-changer if you need to expand the voice count beyond the standard 6 voices. I had the opportunity to chain 2 OB-6 modules together, and the result was a 12-voice monster synth that still managed to sound incredibly cohesive. That's not something you see every day in a module of this size, and it's perfect for live performances where you want to be able to tweak and adjust your sound on the fly without losing your groove. Another aspect of the OB-6 module that I really appreciate is its build quality. Dave Smith Instruments has always been known for building solid, reliable gear, and this module is no exception. The knobs are smooth and responsive, the buttons click positively, and the screen is bright and easy to read. I've had mine mounted in my rack for months now, and it still feels and sounds like new. No rattles, no loose connections, just pure, unadulterated reliability. If you're investing in a synth module, you want it to last, and the OB-6 module is built to withstand the test of time. I also want to give a shout out to the connectivity options on the OB-6 module. You've got MIDI in and out, CV/gate ins and outs, and even a USB port for integration with your DAW. I've used it both as a standalone sequencer and as a sound source for my DAW, and it works flawlessly in both setups. The USB port also makes it easy to back up your presets or load new ones from the community, which is a nice bonus if you're into sound design. Now, I know that the OB-6 module isn't perfect. The biggest downside is undoubtedly the price. This isn't a budget synth by any stretch of the imagination, and if you're just starting out, it might be a bit too much to swallow. Additionally, since it's a module, you'll need a case or rack to mount it in, which can add to the overall cost if you don't already have one. However, if you're serious about synths and want a piece of gear that'll last you years, I truly believe that the OB-6 module is worth every penny. So, let's weigh the pros and cons. In conclusion, if you're in the market for a top-notch analog polysynth module that can deliver that unmistakable Oberheim sound, the OB-6 module is definitely worth considering. With its incredible sound, rock-solid build, and intuitive sequencer, it's a workhorse that'll keep on delivering for years to come. The link is below if you want to check it out.